It's official. It's official. I am officially a Crystal Palace fan. This save, as I think it's also helped, by the way, with you guys at home that I've really enjoyed it so far, and the views and stuff and the comments have been fantastic. I've gone out and got a Crystal Palace shirt. Now, it's not real. I've got Eze on the back as well. It cost me £15 from China. Be our fans I got it from. I decided to really dive into Crystal Palace. They've also got some other good shirts. I'll put the home one up and the third shirt up. Fancying a little bit of that action as well. But this save has kind of consumed me. I've also watched the Crystal Palace documentary and I'm literally now like Crystal Palace's new #1 fan. So yeah, let's dive into today's episode. We're at the halfway point. We've brought in a couple alone. Just to tie us over to the end of the season. We're doing pretty good. We've got some tactical things to discuss. So your thoughts will be muchly appreciated down below. Shout out as well to George Mackay. You're the latest Patreon on the channel. Thank you very much for your support, buddy. And yeah, let's get into today's The Eagles. All right, boys, here we are, the home screen. As you can see, we are in 9th position with a chance of winning our spare game in hand and going up into Europa League. Well, that's Conference 2, the Europa Conference, isn't it? It's been a bit of an up and down, a bit like last year. We've very similar sort of like results up until the last two when we've done another little tactical change. We spoke about the 4-3-3 at the start of the season. It's just not worked. We really struggled attacking wise, even though we had some good positionals, some good roles in the central midfield in terms of attacking players, and you know, Zaha and Eze and Nelson up front. We've really struggled. To be fair, I've really struggled with a one striker system this year, and everything that I've kind of done better has been with 2 or even 3 strikers. So we changed to a 4-4-2, and then we had a horrendous run. We played some difficult games. Like, none of these games we've been outdone by. Even the Liverpool game when we got beat 4-1. It was 2-1 until 2 minutes to go, and then it went down either end. We went for it to try and get an equaliser, and we got picked off twice on the break. You know, we've beaten Spurs. We lost narrowly to Chelsea in the EFL, 90+2. We've drawn at Old Trafford. We've drawn at the Etihad. We got beat by Chelsea 1-0 in the 92nd minute. Our worst performances of the season have been in the FA Cup. I really wanted a run in the FA Cup. We didn't get it in the league because we drew Chelsea League Cup. We really wanted a run, and yeah, we got beat handsomely in that we did play a bit of it's not a scratch side, but a second string side, and we were well beaten by mid-table Huddersfield. I tried a 4-3-3 DM to try and get Tonali on the ball. That hasn't worked. So I've gone back to a 4-4-2, tweaked things a little bit, which I'll show you. And yeah, the results have been pretty exceptional in those two games. Newcastle 4-0 and Norwich 4-0. Here is the tactic. By the way, new striker on board, Moussa Moriba. We've lost Zaha. Well, Zaha, to be fair, has just returned from African Cup of Nations. Moriba came back a little bit early from African Cup of Nations. Now we're playing 2 up. Brobbery's done okay. Matata, I feel that sometimes I could do with having another player to get him out of the side when he's not performing. And Moriba has come in and on his debut scored and did an assist in the Newcastle game. We've got him on loan to the end of the season. Really happy that he's a player. He's a kind of player that I like. We've been able to change the role as well up front. We've got a pressing forward up there now. He's going to definitely work hard. Tremendous physicals and mentals. Finishing 13. But yeah, I always find in FM that doesn't matter too much. He's going to be an handful, 6'1" as well. Up there with Matata or Zaha and even Brobbery then to bring on. We've got players and just a little bit more options when we go with 2 up. I think that's the way to go. Tactically for us, we did the 4-4-2 last year. We've just made a little bit of tweaks from last year's. So we've got a pressing forward in now, Moriba. We've moved our inverted winger on support. We've got him on attack just to give us a little bit more. We do want him. We did find sort of like we're coming into these areas. I want him in these areas here, and he does that now a little bit more. Nelson stayed the same, the winger on the right. And then in the midfield, we're going with Tonali generally, even though he's out injured. Tonali and Moriba, probably my best 2 players. Moriba and Tonali have been fantastic. I don't think their average ratings deserve the credit they get. They're very good at picking up the ball, travelling with it. Tonali getting it from more deeper positions. Moriba often gets in sort of like these areas here, gets the ball from Tonali and then plays the ball out wide to a Nelson or an overlapping fullback. So yeah, it's really good. I really want to we're not going to see Tonali today. There is Tonali. 6.87, but I'm ignoring the average ratings. I'm going on what I see in the match engine so far, and I really like the link that them two have. I think a deal for Moriba is going to be difficult. No doubt Barcelona end up wanting to keep him. Maybe try and extend it again for another year. If we can't get a deal done, we will definitely miss him next season. All right, so it is Arsenal today. I don't think I've changed it. I've changed a couple of things. Obviously, we have to do low block, which has been a little bit frustrating. I've got off distribute to flanks a little bit because we're doing shorter passing and stuff. I really want us to start building up from the back a little bit, so I've taken that off. Milivojevic, bloody hell. Milivojevic has gone. He was our only departure, I think, in this winter. Yeah. He's gone to Aston Villa, 5.75 million. Christoph Hayer is now our new club captain. Players that I've kind of been disappointed with, if we just quickly look at the player stats, because obviously this is a half, you want to know how the players have kind of performed over the course of the season. I'm going to suggest this as well for Football Manager. So I've just dragged this column, because it normally looks like that, and you've got all this space. So I thought I'll just drag this across. Watch what the average rating does. Boom. Can anyone explain to me down in the comments why I see bullshit like that? These are the things that I'm going to do a little video because I know everyone else has done it and people get a bit ahead of themselves with what they want to see in the game. I just want to see stuff like that because stuff like that pisses me off. So anyway, right, average ratings. Musa Rega we won't count. Jack Bullen's had a really good season. Saved about 3 penalties, I think, so far this season. Reece Nelson done really well. Going to be difficult to do a deal for him. Shalabar's come in. I'm trying to give him as much game time as I can over the last sort of like number of weeks, just so he's a little bit happier with game time. I don't want him upset because I think he's going to be a key part of not so much the team, but the squad. Been English, can play in 2 or 3 different positions as well. So, yeah, we want to keep him in. Goal front has been Matata, 10 goals. He's kind of doing enough. I do think when we go again in the summer, all the other positions, I do potentially I'm not too keen on the right back, Romero, so maybe getting him out, maybe looking at another right back, potentially a left back. I'm happy kind of everywhere else. The main priority in the summer will be strikers. Now, a few people have mentioned Mokoko. Now, unfortunately, we did try. He's on his way to Gladbach. There may be a loan deal to be done. You never know. There may be a loan deal to be done. So stay tuned for that. It would be brilliant to bring him in at the Palace. All right. So I'm happy. Form has been good. We're playing Arsenal though today, so things may change. I thought I'd give us a hard game just to say I was going to do the Norwich game, and I thought no, let's play that game and get that out of the way, and then see what we're like against a team who are only a few points ahead of us. No, 44. They're 7 off with a few games in hand, so they're actually going pretty well this year. Right, Nelson's ineligible, but that just gives us the opportunity to play Zaha on the right hand side. Not being able to do this as much. Eze, the man I've got on the back of my shirt, I'm just struggling to get a tune out of him. Struggling to get a consistent tune out of him. He does pop up with a few goals. Almada looks really dangerous. I do find that when Almada plays, he just seems to get on the ball a little bit more and has a few more touches than what Eze does. Tumashik is kind of my first choice right back. I've not been too keen on Romero. He's quite what you would expect from an Argentinian right back. He's like Otamendi playing at right back basically, and there's a bit of a liability sometimes. So yeah, I think that's where we need to strengthen. So get some thoughts down in the comments right back going forward. That'd be good. And then obviously, yeah, the strikers we're definitely going to have to do some business in. Right, are we ready to go? I think we are. Let me know what you think to the shirt, by the way. I think it's an absolute beaut. Really like the third kit as well. So I'm hoping that I can get my hands on that at some point. It's not popped up on my Chinese website yet, so I'm hoping at some point it will, because I ain't paying 60, 70 quid for a shirt. Right, Timashik, Zaha. First highlight of the game. We're in the first minute, so worry. Right, Zaha pulls it down. Done well. His first game back, a month away on African Cup of Nations. He's got Almada on this left-hand side. If he's going to use him, Almada's got very close. Zaha's still going. He's still going. He's going to shoot. Oh, God. I didn't think that was going to go in because that would have been the greatest goal in FM history. He pretty much ran across the other side of the pitch and through into the box. Right, Hademovic. Moriba. Me bigging up Moriba has lost us possession. He's got it back, though. Timashik. Just play it down the line. We will miss Reece Nelson today because he's like just a steady Eddie. Always gives you like a 6.8, 6.9. Matata, oh, he was nearly in. We've started pretty well here in the opening 5 minutes. Calvert-Lewin for Arsenal. Guendouzi. Lacazette, Calvert-Lewin. Hakan, 1-0. Oh, up and down for this save, boys. The thing is, as well, I think we're quite close. The low block is an issue because Football Manager 2021, regardless what you want to think about it, it does support the high press. And I have promised myself, and I'm trying to promise you guys, that I would stick to the low block. And I just think we're kind of doing so well with it. And I just think going away from the low block may just push us onto that next level. It could be wishful thinking. It may be doing us more good than harm. We're 9th in the league. We're definitely going to keep it to the end of the season, but maybe a discussion that we may have between me and you, the viewer, of whether we keep the low block. I still want to probably go down a route as a 4-4-2, but then do we just not go gung-ho and really press, but just have our defensive line up the pitch a little bit? Let me know your thoughts down below, any early thoughts. We'll play as we are to the end of the season. I really want to not alter the tactic. We're kind of safe now in terms of relegation and stuff, so I do want to just plough on with the save. They've got 13 games left. Plough on. Fingers crossed, pick up as many points as we can. Get to that over 50 points, what we narrowly missed out on last season. And then go again next season with a few more quality additions. Right, Guendouzi, Lacazette, Marc Roca, Aubameyang, Calvert-Lewin. They've spent some money. They're in. That's a great save. Butland, by the way, has been a tremendous signing for us. I think they got him pretty cheap as well, didn't they, Palace? Right, I'm going to knock it on to positive. Let's see if we get on the ball a little bit. And we've got good players. We're not the midfield with McCarthy and Coyote and Riedewald. We've got players. We've got ballers. And we need to use them a little bit. We've got pace out wide. We've got one of the best young players in the world on the left-hand side in Almada. Here he is. He has a pass. He might just release Moriba, He doesn't. He chooses to go himself. He found Ozan. Moriba. What have you got? Moriba strikes it just over the bar. It was a good strike. He's clapping to himself. That's a bit big-headed, Moriba, but well done, buddy. We've got options as well. It does feel good that I could go onto the bench, and Robbery sometimes has a really decent impact. We're going to do it now. We're definitely going to do it now. We've got Armada struggling, so let's bring Eze on the left-hand side. And let's bring Robbery on for Matata. Moriba just gives us that little bit off the ball. He does like to work hard. Bit more physical than Matata. Right, Hakan. Aya head's clear. Are we going to break? No, it's going to come back at us. Marc Roca. Cucurella. They've spent some money, Arsenal. They really have. Aubameyang. Went for the tackle. Hakan. Kramaric. Saka. Guendouzi. Saka. Kramaric. They've scored. Fucking hell. No wonder they're up and around the Champions League spots with all the signing they've made this summer. Okay, not to worry. It's a blip. Right, Moriba. Into Moriba. This is what we want from Moriba. Right, Robbery. What's he got? Eze's out that wide. Go on, Eze. He shoots from distance. I don't know why on earth he was choosing to shoot from there. He could have just gone past one more. Christiansen. Another new signing for Arsenal. Dear me, they've pretty much got a brand new starting 11. Pretty much like us. Probably spent a little bit more money. Aubameyang. Aya picks it up. Good. Ozan. Ademovic, Adaramola, giving him a little bit of game time. Zaha, Robbery, get on, Wilf. What a ball by Robbery out to Eze. This is a brilliant move. Morega's in, he must score. He's missed. Oh, what a move that was. See, we are a good football team. Right, I'm going to do one more sub because who is it's dead as Zaha and just come back from African Cup of Nations. So Dan James is on, but we're a good team. I know in real life Palace have got a horrendous run to start the league. It's going to be really tough for Patrick Vieira. Even though they've looked pretty decent in pre-season and there's a little bit of positivity around the club, I think they've got an absolute stinking start to the season. Right, Dan James. Ozan's there. He won't miss from there. Game on. Get the ball. Interesting few minutes. Good move from us. Tumashuk, just simple. Dan James did well. Simple passing from Tumashuk. Who did he find? He found Dan James, just a pass across, and Ozan coming in late. Central midfielder on support. GG to Dan Gear, top blogger, told me to take off Tonali as a deep line playmaker just because he likes to dribble with the ball. It's one of his traits. And having a deep line playmaker will literally mean that he doesn't do that. And I have seen it in progressing the ball. Moriba is obviously really good at dribbling anyway, but it's good having two midfielders that are willing to get the ball from deep and then drive in. We could be in here. Robbery, chip him. He hasn't chipped him. He's fired it into the corner. And in 95th minute equaliser, we have gone to the Emirates and we are picking up a massive point. Good football from us as well. Eze getting involved into Robbery. What a pass from Eze. That's his first assist of the season. There we go. Important as well, we've got to be patient with Eze because we are going to probably lose Dan James and Reece Nelson. Probably hard to get them two back. That's what she said. To get them two back next season potentially, and we may want to strengthen elsewhere. So yeah, having Eze who can maybe do the right hand side for us a little bit, there's an option. Right, what a point. I bet you weren't expecting that when we went, 2-0 down with about 10 minutes to go. Brilliant point, boys. Okay, so next Sunday's episode will be Chelsea away to finish the season. Now, there's a chance. I don't think we're going to be in and around it, to be honest. I want top 10. That is the key. We slipped up last season. We were in a good position. We never quite got to 50 points, did we? Because we had a bit of a shocking run to the end of the season. What did we end up finishing with? 48. Yeah, we had a bit of a stinking run. We're 10 points away from that. 13 games to go. We've got... What's our running like? Wolves away, Man City, Liverpool, Fulham away, Tottenham away, West Ham home, Aston Villa away. April's nice. April's May where we might be able to get those points to see us get over the line. Everything else is pretty difficult. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Do I get the other shirts? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. And we will see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. End of the season. Good chat about the tactics and where we're going to take the Palace for season 3. All right, guys, take care. See you later.